Welcome. This video is a slideshow presentation from the Unicon series of informational slideshows. This presentation provides a high-level overview of the Unicon Assessment Study Service that is an optional service within the Unicon component conversion methodology. The objectives of the Unicon Platform Migration Assessment Study is to work with a client to perform a comprehensive review of the options, benefits, drawbacks, resources, costs, timeframes, and risks of migrating the client's applications from their current platform to a new platform, and discusses the optimum migration solution to meet the client's unique needs, issues, and objectives. And optionally, to perform due diligence efforts to validate and authenticate the recommended solution. The assessment study incorporates three options: a requirements review, a conversion demonstration, and a pilot project. There are inherent dependencies involved with these three tasks. The requirements review can be performed as a standalone task, and it is a very beneficial endeavor in its own right. But the conversion demonstration is based upon the findings from the requirements review and can only be performed after the requirements review has been performed. The pilot project is then based on the experiences arising from performing the conversion demonstration and can only be performed after the conversion demonstration has been performed. The purpose of the requirement review is to gather and review all the information relating to the task of migrating the applications to a new platform, to fully understand all the various elements concerning the various migration tasks, and to compare the possible migration options to determine the migration solution that will best meet the needs and objectives of the client and provide the optimum path forward. The foundation of the requirement study is to hold meetings with the client to discuss what components are currently being used on the current platform, what are the current inter-system interfaces, what are the issues that the client is experiencing with the current platform, and what are the objectives of the migration. What new components is the client considering to use on the new platform? These items must cover screens, programming languages, JCL, databases, and utilities, print manager, job scheduler, sort, security. The discussions must cover the entire ecosystem that currently exists on the current platform. Unicon will review the client's chosen new platform components and identify what other component options may be worthy of consideration. Unicon will then conduct further discussions with the client regarding the various component options in regard to benefits, drawbacks, resources, costs, timeframes, and risks, and to discuss the various elements of a migration plan, the tasks to be performed, the associated timeframes, the resource requirements, and the costs that will be incurred. Unicon will create the requirements review report and meet with the client to present the requirements review report and answer any questions they may have. The purpose of the conversion demonstration is to convert a small sample of 5 application programs and related data in a manner recommended by the requirements review to fully understand in a development and test environment what the chosen solution will provide, how it will be converted, how it will be maintained, how it will be implemented, and how it will be run. The client to provide a very small number of programs, screens, and JCL from the current platform. Unicon to convert these code components to the new components that the client has chosen to use on the new platform. Unicon to compile the converted programs and screens. Unicon to show the converted code to the client. the client to provide files and/or databases from the current platform that are used by the converted programs. Unicon to convert these data components to the new data components that the client has chosen to use on the new platform. Unicon to show the converted data files and/or databases to the client. Unicon to show the converted code running with that converted data. Discussions with the client to answer any questions they may have. The objectives of this demonstration is to show the client the details of the actual converted code and data. This is not production-ready code. It is for review purposes only. The purpose of the pilot project is to migrate a small self-contained sub-application of 15 to 20 programs and related data in the manner recommended by the requirements review to a production-ready state. This migrated sub-application can be used to parallel run against the original sub-application to ensure that all aspects of the migration objectives have been met. The client to provide a small number of programs, screens, and JCL files from the current platform that constitute a small sub-application. Unicon to convert these code components to the new components that the client has chosen to use on the new platform. Unicon to clean compile the converted programs and screens on the new platform. Unicon to show the converted code to the client. The client to provide the files and/or databases from the current platform that are used by the converted programs. Unicon to convert these data components to the new components that the client has chosen to use on the new platform. Unicon to show the converted data files and/or databases to the client. Unicon to show the client this converted application working. If desired, the client can run the converted application in parallel testing. Discussions with the client to answer any questions they may have. It is difficult to provide exact pricing on these options because each client has their unique circumstances and needs. However, the cost of a requirement review for a typical application of around 1 million lines of code would be in the order of $25,000 and take 2 weeks to complete. Of course, these numbers are very dependent upon the size of the application being reviewed. Regardless of the overall size of the application, the conversion demonstration is based upon using a small sample of 5 programs, plus their related screens and JCL and their related data. And as such, the cost of this option would be $25,000 and take 2 weeks to complete. In like manner, the pilot project is based upon using about 15 to 20 programs, plus their related screens and JCL and their related data. And as such, the cost of this option would be $50,000 and take 4 weeks to complete. If all 3 options are chosen, then the combined total will be $100,000 and take 8 weeks to complete. There is no obligation for the client to have Unicon perform a full migration project. Should the client decide to ask Unicon to perform a full migration project based on the findings of this assessment study, then the availability of the information provided by the study would reduce the cost Unicon would charge for performing the migration project. This is since a significant amount of the upfront project work has been done in the assessment study. Thank you for viewing this video. I hope it has been useful. If you would like to see any of the other Unicon information videos, please contact us and tell us which subject or subjects you would like to see. Thank you.